Can you all hear me? Whoa, that's a bit too loud. Don't want to turn my phone up too loud. Hey, Mayo Man. Hello, Isabel, Sean. Alright, so today I did a little bit of research. I did a little bit of researching yesterday, and I learned something that I did not know about, because I was going through my trophies. And I saw these two trophies that I read the description of, and I was like, what does this entirely mean? Because it was talking about, oh, there's a training room, and then it was also one telling me about a secret that I didn't know about, like a nostalgia trip, kind of old labyrinth from like an Easter egg. So I looked it up to see how to do them, and yeah, I'm going to be showing them today. So this is my main file, not the one where I did the challenge video on. The secret labyrinth, yeah. Because, yeah, the secret labyrinth, because I didn't know about those. I didn't know about them, so I'm actually gonna, I actually want to show them off. So you go over here. So you come over this way. Yeah, so this is my main account. So you come up here, crawl through here, and boom. So there's like a little... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, that's exact... These guys are just as annoying as always. I don't know why Triple H is all like, yeah, your first feud in WWE, Aleister Black is going to be with The Miz, the most uninteresting person ever. Oh. I have no idea how long this is. Oh god, not these things. Possibly my least favorite enemies in the Pirate's Curse, these things. Well, they were not really much of a threat here. Yeah. Yeah, so this ain't gonna be a really long stream. This is just gonna be me showing off these little secrets that I learned about. See, Mayo, I'm glad you read the... Oh my god, okay. This is getting a little bit hectic now. See, I'm glad you read the title of the stream, because... Oh god, okay. A lot of people will just not read the title of the stream. I don't remember if I told you, but how did Roddy Toss become a human? Was killed or resurrected? Was she bitten or turned? Well, to this day, WayForward has not given any clue on how Roddy became a zombie. No, I don't think they ever have. I think she does have a different. I think she does have a different name. I think her human name is different because I think I saw on Google somewhere that it said she had a different name as a human. I mean, that could just be Google, being Google. And there we go! Skilled Survivor. Trophy earned, Skilled Survivor. So there we go. A nice little secret there I did not know anything about until I looked it up. So now let's go all the way back to the pirate ship, because we got to go all the way back to the pirate ship. I love speed running like this. Moist the main snail, Neil the poor bubbler, Aloy captain. And then we come over to this island. She has no official human name. Google probably just accidentally sourced a fan name. Yeah, probably. That's usually what Google tends to do. Like, Google even... Like, I did a challenge for this game once. on the channel. Like, if you go into my playlist, it's called Channels. I did a whole challenge run where I tried to beat this game with just Risky's weapons. And Google basically said that the final boss fight does not change. The final boss fight does not change if you have all the dark cursed magic from the Cacklebats. Basically saying, oh, the Pirate Master won't take your weapons if you get all the Cacklebats to 100%, and then the Pirate Master still took my weapons anyway. So I definitely felt like Google told a fib there. Alright, so how do we find this secret labyrinth? Well, we gotta be here, and then we gotta charge into this wall. Yep. Nostalgia trip. Crash into this wall and we find the very first... We find an old secret lab. Apparently an old secret labyrinth. This is from the first Shantae game. This is actually from the very first Shantae game. This labyrinth is actually from the very first Shantae game. And it's even got the oldness, it's even got the classic music. Oh, jeez. Okay. Can't remember if they remade the graphics or they reused them. Music for sure, reused. They must have remade the graphics because I don't think it looks like this in. Oh, I don't think it looks like this in the first game. I mean, I even did a playthrough of the first game. I even did a playthrough of the very first game, so I should remember how to do it. I did it on my Switch. Because I didn't have it on my PS4. So I did like a playthrough of this game on my Switch. It took like 10 episodes to finish. Oh my god. Okay, this is Well, she's got a sad story. Well, she's got a sad. Well, she must have a sad backstory then. It's why I want to see more. It's why I want more. It's why I want more Shantae games. You know. It's why I want more Shantae games. It's why I want more Shantae games because, like, ooh. Because I want to, because there's so much more that we need to learn. Fish, snail, octopus. Fish, snail, octopus. Since I'm going through this level as if it's like normal labyrinth, I gotta remember that. Wow, I can't fit through that hole anymore? Wow. The world would benefit with more Shantae games. Yeah, I don't like that we don't... like, apparently there is supposed to be a new one coming out called Risky's Revolution, but there's been no official date for it. And apparently it's going to be using the Game Boy aesthetics. Yeah, Google lied about... Yeah, Google lied about pirate mode. Oh yeah, Pirate Master won't take your weapons if you 100%. He still took them. Yeah, I was really bummed out. Yeah, I was really bummed out about that because I thought that would have been like a really cool challenge. And I too really want to know all about Roddy's past. She's my favorite character and I make it a point to learn as much as I can about my favorite characters. Yeah, same, like... Here's the weirdest story. When I started playing the Shantae games, I played them in reverse. The first Shantae game I started playing was Seven Sirens first. I played Seven Sirens first. Then I did Half Genie Hero, then I did Pirate's Curse, and then I did Risky's Revenge, and then I did the first one. I did them all in reverse order. Like, people would usually say, oh, if you're going to get into the series, you got to play it in order. But I did it completely backwards. Oh yes, Risky's Revolution. That game was the original planned sequel to the original, but it got cancelled in 2004. They continued development on it in 2023. And I think I remember they were saying it was going to come out next year, but it never happened. Oh! Why did I think that was safe? They plan to release it this year, but we have not confirmed a date. I don't know why I thought that was safe, because that... Oh crap, that's usually water. A Shantae movie? I would really like a Shantae movie as well, or even just like an anime series. I mean, of course it makes sense. This whole level is gimmicked off the first game. So, and in the first game, falling in the pit immediately kills you. Falling in the water immediately kills you. So of course, it makes sense. So of course, it would make sense that the water would kill that it would kill me. Who would they cast for Shantae? Have to be short. Pokemon card I got yesterday was 5. Arceus, Croconaw, Dragonite, Meowstic, and the male one, and Fletchinder. Cool. But that's why it has Game Boy Advance style graphics, because it was planned to be released on it. Water killing a half genie. Strange. Well, here's the thing. They were supposed to... Well, here's the thing. It was those were originally pits in the first game. So to me it makes sense, but I just forgot But I just forgot that's what that's what they were, because they made the graphics that look like water pits. Oh my, you asshole. Goodbye. I love you too, Isabel. Do do do. What did I just pick up? It had wings. Might have been an auto potion. Oh. How? Oh. I'm done? Oh, I didn't have to do the whole thing. There's gotta be more to it. There's gotta be more to it than this. There's gotta be more to it than that, surely. Might have just accidentally took the exit. Since Shantae is half genie and half human, I wonder what happened to her half genie when her human half dies. Yeah, see, there's so many questions that you would... Like, obviously I'm not trying to say I don't want a live-action movie of Shantae, absolutely not. I mean more like an anime style. Well, I guess that is all of it then. I guess that is all of it then. Wow, okay, that was quite short. Like, we had studio-triggered animation and cinematic cutscenes in Seven Siren. They could definitely be a Shantae anime. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want it to be a Shantae anime. I mean, a Shantae anime on Netflix sounds like something I would watch. Well, there you go. Those were the secrets. Those were the secrets I ended up finding. That's pretty cool. I honestly think that's really interesting. I didn't know anything about those. I didn't know anything about those secrets. It's actually cool that I now know about them. I think it's kind of cool. I will watch a Shantae anime. Yeah, same. It's something I would watch too. It would absolutely be something I would watch. Oh, I completely messed it up. Go me. So Quinlan has finally fallen. This is truly the end. Oh, Miss Scuttlebutt, the most useless character in the entire series. Probably one of the more dislikable ones. I'm gonna fire Shantae for the stupidest and dumbest of reasons. Okay, I say let's just for fun. I say for the fun of it, we'll kill the Pirate Master. For the fun. Just for the fun of it, we'll go kill the Pirate Master again. Yeah, just have the people that were in the voices for the cutscenes do the voices. I think the main voice actor voices Shantae and Risky Boots. I think her name was Christina? I think her name was Christy or Christina, I can't remember. But I think she does both Shantae and Roddy. Not Roddy, what's her name? Risky. I think she does both Shantae and Risky. I'm excited to go to a friend's house this weekend for his birthday. Well, have fun. We'll have fun with that, I suppose. We'll have fun with that. I saw a reviewer video of the night Julia turned heel, and in his opinion, he thinks she turned on Stephanie because she took her shine. He was like, "Look at the hype Julia came in with, and then Stephanie comes in and takes it all away." I definitely think that has a lot to do with it as well, because I think it's really bad that WWE did all this stuff, did so much hyping of Julia, but then they were just like, "Oh, actually, Stephanie back here outshined Julia. She did a better job. Oh, we should push Stephanie back here because she shined better. She shined better." Christy V voices Shantae, Nega Shantae, Risky Boots, Harmony, and apparently Twitch and Vinegar, though I don't remember those last two ever talking. Find you some Shantae Funko Pops. I will try. I would, but I don't. I would, but I don't think I've found any in my local areas. But those would be great to collect as well. Those would be great. Alright, just for funsies, let's go beat the Pirate Master. I need some Shantae merch. Oh, it's actually kind of crazy because when I did a lot of research, apparently there was a lot of cool stuff you could get from Shantae if you bought the games on the day they came out. Like, I saw like there was like a CD player, or not a CD player, like a CD. You know, like when you buy music from the stores, right? Like, apparently someone said like, oh, there was like a Shantae CD track for like all the video games, which I thought like those would be pretty cool. Like, that would have been pretty cool to have. Like, imagine like a CD, like you have like a CD record of like Shantae's soundtrack. Like, that would be pretty cool. I would do my cool pirate master voice, but let's just get on with it. Oh, that's when he fires the attacks. Whoops. Oh boy. Someone didn't do a lot of scouting. Okay. Ooh, okay. That was good. I mean, Julia was the one everyone wanted to beat Roxanne, and Stephanie takes the title in 63 days later. Yeah, I know what you mean, but yeah, like, I'm not a fan of that. I think WWE were like, yeah, we want to build NXT around Julia, but then it was like, oh, Stephanie back here was doing a better job, so like, oh, we'll make Stephanie back here the #1 babyface on NXT. Because Stephanie Vacchia was better. Like, because their excuse was, oh, Stephanie Vacchia was more over than Julia. Then why don't you guys get her more over? Then why don't you guys get Julia more over? Instead of being all like, well, Stephanie has outshined the person we wanted to push, so we'll just push her instead. Like Picaspri Blue with his brother playing DKC2 on Game Boy Advance at the beginning. Picaspri Blue says, I can't do a pirate voice. I mean, I can do a pirate voice. It's just like it's like my voice for Pirate Master goes something like this. Is that all you got? For a genie kid, you sure don't pack much of a punch. That was just his opinion. I know it was, but at the same time, I can see his point of view. In fact, you'd be nothing without my weapons. Think I'll just take them off your hands. Har har har! And now he takes my weapons away. Curse you. Can you imagine how much easier this boss fight would be if you still had those? Hey, give those back. Surprised Roddy Tops doesn't die when she takes her head off and throws it. Well, she is a zombie after all. What do you say we get this show on the road? I will show you my true power. Yeah, and she doesn't have it in any of the other games. Yeah, like I've noticed like her design has changed several times. Ow. I've noticed her design changes several. I've noticed her design changes in every game. Because every game I've played, I've noticed her design just slightly changes a little bit. Like she'll have like a gem on her little yellow crown thingy or whatever it is. And then in another game, she won't have it. Like, I've definitely noticed that her design changes in every game. Oh, crap. And I was gonna jump up, like, with the cannon, but of course I forgot. But of course, the bastard took them from me. Whoops. Yes, though I think there hasn't been any changes to her design since Half Genie Hero. Yeah, her Half Genie Hero design is the same design in Seven Sirens. Like the first 3 games, her design changed every time. Like the first 3 games, you notice her design changes. I'm amazed I can get through that without getting hit, because I tend to always get hit. Jeez, why is my stream always falling behind? I don't like when my stream falls behind. Ugh. I don't know how to keep it in sync. It always falls behind. Damn it. Oh, come on. There we go. As soon as I do the Monster Milky. As soon as I turn on the Monster Milk. Genie Girl. Eek. I heard you got a whole lot of dark magic in that lamp of yours. Hand it over, or I'll crush this has-been beneath my heel. What's it gonna be? The dark magic or her life? So a fan wants John Cena to win Money in the Bank so no one can cash in on him. Yeah, that doesn't... Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, no thanks. Actually, now that I remember, they actually added heels to Shantae's shoes in Seven Sirens, but the heels are the only sometimes there. Yeah, like, look at this render of Shantae here. Like, look at this render of Shantae here, and then look at her in like, Seven Sirens. Like, you notice, like, those arm pads, those little arm things she has on her arms, are way bigger. Are much bigger. Like, sometimes, like, Shantae looks really skinny. Like, sometimes her arms look really damn skinny, and then you see, like, the arm pads she has on, and they look way too darn massive on her arm. It just on her arms. It just makes you go, how can she hold those? Like how can she keep? Like, how is she not getting any muscle from that? Or how is that not hurting her? Like, wouldn't something heavy like cause your mobility? Like, wouldn't that mobilize you, make it harder for you to move? They only appear in the studio trigger. Yeah, no vest, no gem on her forehead pieces. The wristbands on the arm pads on her arm just look so friggin' massive. Like, they look fine in this game. They look fine in this game, but in like Half Genie Hero and Seven Sirens, they look so massive. It just makes you go, how can she hold them? If I hand over the dark magic, you promise not to hurt her? I swear on my own grave. I always question how she never gets a headache from the hair whipping. I think this game had a lot of potential to do something completely different. So this was my idea after playing this. After playing this so many times, I thought of like... There were so many ways they could have made this game so much interesting. Because when Risky takes away her magic and she becomes a human, Bolo at the end of the second game says that, I'm going to teach you how to fight like a real human. I think that's what they should have gone with in this game. Like, change the gameplay instead of Shantae using her hair. Change the gameplay to where Shantae fights like a normal human. Like punching and kicking things. Performing backflips. Performing backflips, or coming up with like cool unique abilities, like ways for her to beat up her opponents. I think that would have been so much better. Like, I think that would have made things very, very interesting. Like if they made her fight like a normal human for a change. I think that would have been really cool. I always thought that would have been really cool. Like, make her fight like a normal human. In the one game where she becomes a human, would have been the perfect game to make her fight like a human. It doesn't really matter which option you choose, it's always the same outcome. Like, yeah, I think the game is I think the game is perfectly fine as it is, but I think having a focus on customizable combat abilities would be cool. Oh yeah, I'm not trying to say the way they've done it is bad, but I just think it would have been cool if they added the ability to make Shantae fight like a human, because she's a human in this game. I have no use for this. You can't trust that coward. She just fled to save her own skin. And Shantae's back with her magic. Impossible. It's back where it belongs. I knew Risky was telling the truth. Curse that Risky Boots. I will wipe you and every last genie from existence. 9, 9, 9. And how does this guy not die immediately? I have no idea. Oh, now we got to change things up. Damn. Oh wow, this... How many phases does this guy have? Well, okay, okay, this sucks. I think 4. I think 4. Well, this sucks. Well, this flat out sucks. There we go, that's what we need. I think 3 or 4 is the perfect... I think it's either 3 or 4. You only get one phase of this boss fight if you don't get all the cackle bats. You only deal with this boss once. If you don't get all the cackle bats, you only have one phase to this boss fight, really. You battle him with the weapons, and then he runs off. If you don't get all the cackle bats. And then that initiates the quote-unquote bad ending. Ah! Wow! Crap. Wow, that was bad. Okay. Okay, that was my own fault. That was just terrible on my part. Alright, that was just terrible on my part. Alright. Alright. I think... that was just shitty gameplay on my behalf. On my behalf. Alright, I gotta get more healing items. Because there's no way I can... beat him like this. The bad ending where Shantae remains human. Yep, she remains... yeah, the bad ending is she remains human and then Risky runs off with the weapons. The weapons that Shantae have are apparently cursed, in quotations. They're cursed, and then Risky takes them from you. And then she just runs off. Oh! Oh, crud. Okay. When I'm not blazing through this at full speed, this actually looks this actually looks pretty hectic. Looks way more hectic when you're not blazing through it. If she remains human, then why does she have her magic in the sequel? It's because you're supposed to get the ending where she gets her magic back. It's not that hard to figure out. There we go. That's more like it. Risky pretty much dies, quotation, in the bad ending. The cursed weapons are supposed to mutate her into something like the cackle bats. Yeah, I think that's how they worded it. They worded it as she pretty much dies. And then the Pirate Master rules over Sequinland because he survives. Yeah, because you're supposed to get her magic back in the good ending, in the correct ending, where you get all the cackle bats. It's more like the game is telling you, hey, this isn't the correct ending. You need to do the correct one. It's more like the game is telling you, hey, this ain't the right ending. You better play again so you can get the correct ending. A lot of games do that. A lot of games do that. It's not like those. This game isn't like those. What are those games where the ending where you doing different things changes the outcome of the story. It's not like one of those kinds of games where doing different things changes the outcome. Well, it does change the outcome, but the game just tells you, hey, this ain't right. You gotta get the real ending. She has her magic in the next game because the canonical ending is the good one where she gets her magic back. Yeah. It's almost like the bad ending is like an alternative timeline. Yeah, alright, see ya. The only thing I wish this boss would do is do something in one of those other games where, like, if you make it farther enough, they save your progress of how far into the boss fight you get. Well, that was brilliant. Because doing everything over again kind of does get a little bit repetitive. Monster Milk! Okay. Thank God you can skip the... Thank God you can skip this stuff, because, jeez. I used to think you couldn't skip any of this. I used to think you couldn't skip this, so you had to, like, literally mash through it. But thank God knowing that you can skip the text, because boy oh boy. If you didn't know how to do that, it would get very annoying. You'd be sitting through all the cutscenes and it would get annoying. God. Myself and Alexa fans are almost at our breaking points. This is why I told you Alexa joining the Wyatt 6 was not going to be good for her, man. There was a reason why I said I didn't want her in the Wyatt 6. There was a reason why I said she shouldn't be in the Wyatt 6 stuff. I can move around in this cutscene. That's actually kind of funny. Because I knew what was going to happen. Her getting paired with the Wyatt 6 ultimately means she's going to end up being booked like them. She's going to get left off TV a lot. And they're going to have nothing creatively for her. I knew that's what was going to happen if she joined the Wyatt 6. Ooh. Alexa in Wyatt 6 means off TV, banished from TV. Like, why does she have to wait for them? Because Triple H probably wants them all healthy. But probably because Triple H is like, I'm not doing this unless all of you are healthy. I agree, she doesn't have to wait for them, but Triple H is making her wait for them. That's the sad part. Triple H is making them wait. Yeah, and then they moved the and when and when those reports came out, great. Yeah, when those reports came out about Alexa Bliss being on Raw, the Wyatt 6 were on Raw when that happened. The Wyatt 6 were on Raw when they made that report, and then they moved the Wyatt 6 to SmackDown, and then the reports changed it to Alexa's going to SmackDown. Move it, you lubbers. Get that cannon in position. Aye, aye. Ready to fire, Captain. Hold for my order. he's finished. No, I think they were on SmackDown already. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they were on Raw when they made that report. And he's finished. We did it. But I could be wrong. Yay! That's the last of him. Woohoo! So not only I showed off the really cool secrets that I never showed, we beat the Pirate Master again. I didn't say that. You walk the walk and you talk the talk. You even dress apart. But in the end, you're no sea-filing cutthroat. You can't pretend to be something you're not. And neither can I. Well, yeah, exactly. Risky can't just pretend to be a good guy. Oh well. Well, you clearly weren't quick enough. Soul crushing. I still haven't washed my head since the time she punched me. And the day she got punched, and the day she punched Bolo was in the first game. You want your job back? And Scattletown's back to normal. Weeks of hard labor. All gone. Now take a hike, you scum-sucking scallywag, or I'll clear your gills from ear to ear. She's bewitched and speaking babbler tongue. Let's clear out of here. Twitch and Vinegar don't seem to care. My beautiful town has been restored to needs work condition. Promise me you'll never ever leave. Actually, if I was Shantae, I'd be saying, my response would be, sure, I will never leave as long as you don't keep firing me for stupid reasons. Suppose I'll keep a close eye on these two. No one invited you. Time to hit the bricks. The story of these three, of how these three were humans and then they and then they became zombies is a really interesting story arc that I think they could really explore in another game if they did more Shantae games. Please, way forward, more games, please. Chop chop, we need more games. It's the other way. I think she was just lucky. Well, the thing is, she actually had the chance to become a full genie at the end of the first game, and she declined it. And she declined that chance. So technically, she probably doesn't want to be a full genie. Maybe she doesn't want to be. Who knows? Wouldn't that mean leaving her friends behind? It would, and that's why she didn't, and she did, she would, yes. That's why she declined it, because she knew Risky Boots was still out there causing problems. It was just a hunch. One more thing. Your mother, you're just like her, only shorter and more annoying. Smooth sailing. Somehow Risky knows Shantae's mother. Somehow Risky knows Shantae's mother. Huh, I wonder why that could be. Wonder why that would be. Thanks for playing. Oh wow. I almost got fully 100% on this save file. Not bad. Well, that's the end of that, I suppose. Nice little short stream. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you all next time.